Had a building explosion downtown. Mass casualties were to stage 1 alert.
You're looking at the first images taken at Ground Zero.
The federal building was the epicenter here. Well, we got a lot of victims.
The smoke is so thick, the sun pales.
Half the federal building's been exploded. It's probably a bomb.
At this moment, Susan Walton is among the victims buried alive.
There's no people visible on the surface, but you just knew they had to be there. So we just began digging. I was standing on top of a person, trying to get her out.
David Pennington rescued Susan Walton, but doesn't even recognize her in the hospital.
Her face was very swollen, and so was the rest of her body. And I said, this isn't her.
Critically injured, she can't speak to identify herself, but she knows sign language and signs her name. That's when her family is notified she's alive. On this day, 7 months have passed since the explosion.
They're healing up nicely.
Just the beginning of 5 years of surgeries and rehab. Bone is missing from her leg.
And I had eye surgery also, so I still look like I've been on a 3-day drunk.
She's lost much, but never her sense of humor.
I was afraid I was going to scar badly. I told the doctor, I said, well, there goes my chances of being Mrs. America.
We're still here, a little worse for wear. No more cute shoes anymore, but you know, there are some sacrifices.
Susan and her husband Richard are just thankful she's alive.
Well, she had a basal skull fracture, broken nose, and 6 fractures along each jawline, a ruptured spleen. Both legs were severely broken from the knees down.
The triage doctor never expected Susan to live.
I thought, there's no way you're going to survive.
She was projected not to even get out of a wheelchair.
My goal is to make it 1 lap around the track here. 2, 3.
Susan's willpower overshadowed all of the projections.
I'm afraid I'll probably never wear pumps again, but that's okay too. A friend of mine has challenged me to a race in July, and so I'm in training now.
Always pushing, accomplishing the seemingly impossible.
I think you're gonna make it.
Yep.
The one thing that worried me was, could I handle how good I was going to be? I mean, I know I'll never be 100% because I have missing body parts.
She's accepted her limitations, except for one thing.
When I have had a pity party in the past, it was because they changed my nose. And so when I woke up, and I didn't quite look like myself anymore, but it's not a bad nose, so, and it works okay.
But new challenges face her.
And now then, after 20 years, things are beginning to fall apart again, so they're having to start rebuilding me all over again.
The outside world doesn't know the pain that she goes through getting out of bed.
It's been quite a journey for 20 years, so doesn't seem like I should be that much older.
This is what keeps her from focusing on her problems.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Susan founded Suited for Success during her recovery. She's helped 8,000 Oklahoma women re-enter the workforce, dressed for their interviews.
Nice fit across the shoulders.
Donated suits, shoes, whatever they need.
Perfect. Between going to therapy every day and trying to talk people out of their clothes. I had my hands full, and there wasn't just a whole lot of time to think about myself.
Susan lives each day with a goal.
A good Christian woman, a good wife, a good mother, a good grandmother, and then get back to the world as much as I.
At the memorial, a wall with names of those who survived the terrorist attack. They're carved in granite, taken from the Murrah building, each symbolic of the strength many, like Susan, have shown since that April 19th. She has a sense of hope that carries her forward.
I'm not through yet. I'm not through yet.